Alright guys, so you guys with the G series pistols out there, this is a really common problem that I see around the forums and everything, and it's actually really hard to find how to fix them, sadly. I don't know why, but I actually found one thread on the forums that gave me a slight hint on what to do, and that was only one forum. Like, I wasn't able to find any other information about this fix, but anyways, here it is. So I'm gonna be working on the KWA M19, as they like to call it. So the problem with this that I had was that whenever you would pull the trigger, all the gas would expel. So I'm going to demonstrate that right now. Chamber is clear, so all I have in this mag is gas. So I'm going to cock it back, and then I'm going to fire, and then we'll see what happens. So you guys heard that noise. That's obviously the gas escaping from the mag. So that's a really common occurrence with the G series pistols, whether it be KWA, WE, KJW, whatever, any of them. I've tested this method with the KWA and the WE pistol. Both worked wonderfully with the mod, so I'm going to show you guys how to fix it. Alright, so first things first, we have the gun itself, and we have the screwdriver. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is you're going to field strip the gun. So to do that, you would pull the slide back, and then there's the slide release bar in the middle, so you pull that down, slide the entire slide off, and make sure you have your mag out before you do that, or else it's not going to work. That applies to any pistol you're working on. So what we're going to focus on is the slide. So the lower assembly you can put away. So you're going to basically break this part down. So you're going to take out the spring guide and the spring. And then you're going to take out the outer and inner barrel assembly. Slide it forward and remove it. And we're focusing on the nozzle assembly here. So you're going to take your screwdriver, it's a Phillips, and there's a screw right here that you're going to remove. So just unscrew that. Okay, so what we're trying to do here is we're trying to make a better mesh between the upper slide and the lower assembly. And the way we're going to do that is you're going to take the nozzle assembly out. And you see this empty space here on the slide? We're going to fill the empty space with some spacers so that when we reassemble the nozzle assembly will sit a millimeter or two lower. If the slide is facing this way, the nozzle assembly would be sitting a millimeter or two lower than before, and have a better mesh with the lower assembly of the pistol. So the way we're going to do that is actually really simple. It's not going to cost you guys much, and you probably have the tools to do this at home. I already have them pre-cut, and these are my spacers. As you can see, these are just note cards cut up to size. Just your regular, like, you know, the flash cards that you would make. So you're just going to take your flash card and just cut a size that'll fit into here. The closest you can get to this space, the better. So I basically show you guys. I actually used 2 spacers. You're not going to need very many. You're only going to need 1 or 2. So you're just going to take your note cards and you're just going to stack them on top of each other and insert them in that spot. And that's already enough to make the nozzle assembly sit lower than what it did before. So it's that simple. You just put the spacers in, you put the nozzle assembly back on, and then, oh sorry, I forgot the back plate. So don't forget your back plate. Put the nozzle assembly back on. And then I'm just gonna put that Phillips screw back in. And make sure that this screw is tight. You might want to put some Loctite on it because another reason that your pistol will spew all the gas out is because sometimes the screw does get loose and then your whole nozzle assembly is loose. So put some Loctite on the screw or something if you want. I had it on there before, but I'm not going to do it right now. And then once that's back on, you're just gonna put your barrel back in, put your spring guide back in. Alright, so upper slide is complete, and then I'm just gonna put it back onto the lower assembly. Alright, and now it's all reassembled. Alright, so you guys saw that it's really that simple. Basically, just recap is you can take it apart, remove the nozzle assembly, and then put some small spacers in between the slide and the nozzle assembly and reassemble everything. So now that we have the gun all reassembled, I'm going to show you guys that it shoots perfectly fine, no gas spews, no nothing. So make sure the chamber's empty, no BB. No BBs in the mag, only gas. And then we're going to fire it. And as you can see, that was like 5 shots right there. No problems, no hammer getting locked up onto the gas valve or anything. So I mean, yeah, that's all it takes to fix that problem. So lastly, I just wanted to show you guys that this is a G19. I fixed it the same exact way I did the KWA M19. Just took the nozzle assembly off and then put some Notecard spacers in there and reassembled everything. The problem I was having with the WE was that I would pull back the slide and it would return to position, but the thing is, when it returned to position, it would also push the hammer back down. So let me try to show you guys. So as you can see, the hammer's cocked right now. The hammer's not the hammer's not up. So when the hammer's up, it'll be here. You can see it. But when you cock your gun, the hammer should always be down, and you should be able to pull the trigger. Problem I was having was when I pull the slide back, it would go back forward, and the hammer would come back up. It wouldn't be locked down, so I wouldn't be able to pull the trigger. This caused problems when I would have the gun in, I'd fired a few shots, and then I'd have to rack it again to get it to fire again. So it's a totally different problem than the KWA, but the method was fixed. I mean, the problem was fixed with the same method. So I mean, if you guys have any problems with your Glock series, or sorry, your G series pistols, I mean, go ahead and give this a shot. So I really hope this video helps you guys out.